breathing and blowing up a balloon. So for this exercise, I'm going to show you two different positions. So a starting position, which is going to be on your back with your knees bent, and then a progression, which is going to be coming up to hands and knees. So you're going to need a balloon. It will get easier as the balloon is stretched out. If it's a new balloon, then it's going to be harder, especially the first time you blow into it. So expect that as you work on this. It should get easier. I'm a little rusty on this also, so we'll see what happens here as I demo. But I have something to squeeze between my knees that can help in both positions engage the pelvic floor and deep abs to prevent any lower belly pooching out. So that's one thing to be cautious of. We really want to avoid putting excess pressure down on the pelvic floor. So if you ever experience a heaviness, a pressure, or a bulging sensation kind of in the vaginal opening area or the perineum between the vaginal opening and the anus, we really want to avoid excess pressure down. We rather want that area to lift up as we blow up the balloon, okay? The next key thing is that on your inhale, you have to put your tongue on the roof of your mouth as you breathe in through your nose between blowing up the balloon, so that you can get that good breath in, so that then you can get a good exhale out into the balloon we don't want to suck in air on our inhale. So I will demonstrate here. So I'm on my back, knees bent, got something to squeeze between my knees, got my balloon here. You're going to inhale through your nose, exhale into the balloon, blowing up the balloon. Think of exhaling from the bottom up, gently squeeze the ball or whatever you have between your knees. Pelvic floor should lift up, not putting pressure down. Lower belly draws inwards. So think of drawing those hip bones together to engage those deep abs as you blow into the balloon. And let that go. Okay, so you notice I put my hand on my belly there for a little bit, and so I was just kind of making sure that I wasn't putting pressure out and making sure that my belly wasn't pooching out into my hand. We always want it to be drawing in. So we really want everything drawing up and in. Pelvic floor lifts, lower belly draws inwards, not pushing out, and then a gentle squeeze there. And so try maybe 4 to 5 breaths, blowing up that balloon, then let it go, take a break, and then try again. But we always want to make sure we are feeling our lower abs work and not gripping through our upper abs. That's especially important as we transition to this next position on our hands and knees. Here, same thing. A lot of times we want to kind of crunch down instead of working from the bottom up and drawing the lower abs in. So gently squeezing a ball or something between your knees can help that, help the pelvic floor lift, and help that lower belly work first before the upper belly. So if you start to feel yourself kind of crunch or kind of push back, then you're probably gripping through your upper abs. So you can videotape yourself or just kind of see what you feel. But we don't want to be arched. We don't want to be too rounded. We want to be somewhere in between. And then you're going to have your balloon. Inhale through your nose, exhale, blow up the balloon. Whoa. Breathe, let's try that again. So there, once I held on to the balloon, I felt my lower abs drawing up and in on my exhale. So hopefully when I lifted my shirt there, I'm not sure if you can see that, but maybe you saw my lower abs drawing up and in towards my spine, not pushing down. And with the ball squeeze, I really feel a difference with the way my pelvic floor engages on the exhale when I blow up the balloon also. Then one last note on each inhale, make sure you're inhaling into your back and rib cage and down into the pelvic floor letting everything go. So we really want to make sure we get that relaxation piece on the inhale, so then it sets us up to really get a good contraction on the exhale. So again, this position is going to be challenging. If it feels too difficult, stay on your back for a little bit. You can also do this in any position, on your side, sitting in a chair, standing up. You can try it in different positions, see what you feel, maybe where you feel your lower abs working the most. And again, we just want to avoid any heaviness or excess pressure down on the pelvic floor.